Good night, welcome back to another schema scalper video. It's Monday, let me just get the actual date. Today's Monday the 5th of February. We're going to be looking at GBPUSD on the 15 and the 5-minute chart, and we might just go into the 1-minute chart. I haven't looked at anything for today, but it looks like the setup that we would be using for day trading would have panned out today. Okay, first of all, before we go into looking at any sort of charts, okay, I didn't want to do that. Add text. First thing we looked at was, or that I looked at for the month, seasonal tendencies. I don't know if I spelled tendency right. Seasonal tendencies, and then we're looking at number 2, power of 3, and then the third one is we're looking for range expansions or range projections. Let's rather call it range projections. Projections. And then for entry pattern. Entry pattern is the last thing we're looking at. We want all of these things first to line up and then look for an entry pattern. So seasonal tendencies. Before the month opened, I'll have a video on seasonal tendencies, the next video I'll make. But before the month opened, we were already looking for downward moves. That's a crazy thing to say. But we're looking for selling of pound and the buying of dollar. So this chart we'd see going down. Well, that's what we would like to see during this month. Large range extensions downwards and small retracements up. So we're really looking for that. So our seasonal tendencies, we are looking for sells, right? It's Monday, first Monday of February. Market opens. I'll mark the open of the day. Red candle, so we're marking the top of the red candle. I'll erase this for now, or I'll put this on the side. These are the 4 things we're looking at. So seasonal tendencies, check. How do I make a check? Let's do that. No, this. That's done. Power of 3. So we're buying above the open during New York and London session. So that's between 2 and 5. Yeah, let's make this a bit darker. Between 2 and 5, we know if we're above the day open, we're selling. If we're below, we are buying, right? And now, so we've got power 3 in. Let's do this. Now we're looking at range projections. I'm doing it sort of reversed, because if you'd be looking at it in live market action, it would be seasonal tendencies, range projections, power of 3, and then the entry pattern. But I'm looking at it in reverse just because this market's already moved. We can see what happened. So we're marking out 8 o'clock. This is all on the 15-minute chart. 8 to midnight, and then 4 p.m. till 8 p.m. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. trending, 8 till midnight consolidation. So we can use the consolidation. Lowest low, highest high. And since you're using the one time area, we're using full projections. Let's change that. Asian range expansion. Boom. one level higher. That marks the high of the day. You're usually looking for 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're looking at those levels. And I'll show you a little trick of how to find better entries. You're going to look at what lines up with those levels. So here's a fair value gap. So there's a reason to now reverse there. There's liquidity of the 8 to midnight, and there's liquidity above these highs. So after the liquidity is taken out, gets in a fair value gap and an order block. Fair value gap, order block, liquidity taken out, range expansion or projection, and we're above day open. So we'd sell that, and now we know we've got our direction, we've got the exact point we're looking for, high of the day, and now we are looking at, let me just do settings, we've got projections in. We are now looking at the entry pattern. Now for the entry pattern, we'll go to the 5-minute chart, and we'll just do the same thing. So it came off the high, created a fair value gap plus order block. This area is fair value gap. I'll move this over now further left. I'll make this even lighter again, since we know that the time range. That's your order block, fair value gap that you're looking at. So you could sell in this area, anyway, actually in the fair value gap, but I would wait for it to hit the top end. So top end means the highest 50%. I'll wait for it to hit that and then hold the trade for the day. So that would be, let's say I entered at 50% short position. That's about 50% fair value gap. Stop is, it has to be above these highs, and it has to be at least 7 points. If you're starting out and you don't feel confident in it, put it 7 points above the highs from your entry. So that would be about here. Wait, let's just get the exact numbers. Let's not say about. So that's 8 pips. So 8 plus 7 is 15. 149, 151. Yeah, that's fine. And now our projections. We are looking at time windows again. So on a 5-minute chart, we're now looking at 7 to 9 as a possible reversal. Oh, I missed something that I actually looked at. Let's go back to what this thing says. And then it's also news events. I know there's a news event at 10 o'clock. So we've got entry pattern down. News events, there was a news event at 10, so that's after the New York session. So we're not looking for a big reversal or retracement during New York. You can see there's a small retracement, another small retracement taking a rise and a push down. Let me actually just show you guys the news, how to exit this full chart. Command F. Nope. Escape. That's good enough. Forex Factory news event at 10 a.m. This is all New York time. Make it to 5 Eastern Standard Time. Save settings. There was a news event at 10 a.m. and you're only looking at high and medium impact news events. Those low impact news events, they do push price, but it's usually same directional, so they don't make amazing candidates for reversal trades. So I would be wary at 10 o'clock, and I would expect maybe between 10 and 12 for the low of the day to form at one of these levels. So now as price moved, my initial take profit. So this is what I usually do. I usually have a really large take profit, the small stop, and then as the day nears the end, I'll take off of the position, or I'll collapse the whole position at certain areas. Like for instance, if I saw during this time I'm sitting in 4, so that's 3 multiples down, so it's 1, 2, 3 during New York session, and there was a news event close to this time, like at 7:30, I would be looking at scaling out, or depending on seasonal tendencies, what news event it is, the current market structure, I'd be looking at scaling in or scaling out of that position. I wouldn't be taking no action. I'll be taking action here. So I'd sell more or buy some and reduce my risk. So I would, in the initial time of the day, I'd have this large stop, and as we near closer to where I can see the daily range is going to expand to, or the low of the range is going to be created, I'll mark that areas out and then move my stop closer to those areas. So it is 10 to 12. That's usually the lower end or higher end of the day, the opposite end extreme when you're looking at London. So let's make full screen again, it's just a bit easier. So you got London session, high of the day being made. Now this is London close, 6 standard. That's potentially the low of the day. And if you just had to close it there, it'd be 1 to 6. You're not even entering at the exact high, even though you know where the exact high is. You're entering a few pips away from it as market retraces. You could even, I'm being a bit generous with the stop. I usually use a 10-point stop, so something like that. That would be my entry. 1 to 9, and that is passing over funded challenge, phase 1. Monday morning, open your charts, see this, put on 1% risk, write it down at the end of the day, pass your funded challenge. I'm not saying this is going to be the low of the day, but the likelihood of it being the low of the day is quite high. I hope you guys found this insightful. It's like 1 to 9. I'll just use a more generous stop, like 15 pips, sorry. So 1 to 6. Still really good. If you scaled in, you could have still passed your funded account. But yeah, that's the trade for today. That's literally today's price action. Or it is kind of hindsight, but this is the first time I opened the chart of the day, so it's not really hindsight if you think about it. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, like, comment, and if you're new here, please subscribe. Cheers, bye.